Atlanta. You better hold on, because this story isn't just about football. It's about humanity, heart, and the kind of respect that makes you proud to be a Falcons fan. This isn't a highlight reel. This isn't a stat line. This is a night that will live forever in the memory of everyone who saw it. Friday night, under the bright lights of Mercedes-Benz Stadium, it was supposed to be just another preseason game against the Detroit Lions. The crowd was buzzing, the music was loud, and the energy was pure Atlanta, red and black roaring through the stands. But then, in a split second, everything changed. With 14 minutes and 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter, a routine play turned into a moment that stopped the entire stadium cold. A Lions safety went down, and this wasn't the kind of injury where a trainer jogs out and the crowd claps when the player stands up. No, this was different. The medical staff didn't walk. They sprinted. Helmets came off. Players dropped to one knee. And then, the sign that told everyone how serious it was, an ambulance rolled directly onto the field. Not a cart, not a stretcher. A full ambulance parked right there on the Falcons' turf. For 15 long, tense minutes, 70,000 people sat in complete silence. Rivals stood shoulder to shoulder. Some players had tears in their eyes. And in that moment, it didn't matter what jersey you wore. This was about a brother in the game who needed help. Then came the decision that would define the night. Falcons head coach and Detroit's head coach met in the middle. No business talk, no game plans, just two men looking at each other and deciding, together, we're done. We're not finishing this game. But they didn't just walk away. No, they made it something unforgettable. Both teams sent their players back onto the field. They lined up. The ball was snapped. And then, everyone stood still at the 50-yard line, together, united, as the final seconds ticked away. Two teams. One field. One message. Some things are bigger than football. Falcons fans, if you were in that stadium or watching at home, what went through your mind in that moment? Drop your thoughts below and rate your pride in this team from 1 to 10. The stadium was silent. And then, something unforgettable happened. Both teams, offense, defense, Falcons, Lions, came together at midfield. They joined hands, formed a circle, and bowed their heads in prayer. Right there, in front of thousands of fans and millions watching at home, they showed the world that football is more than a scoreboard. This was unity. This was brotherhood. At 6:19 p.m., the head referee made it official. New York confirmed the suspension of play. The game was over. But the impact of that moment? That will stay burned into the hearts of everyone who saw it. Our head coach didn't give a long speech. He didn't need to. Just 4 words. It was the right thing. Simple, honest, powerful. And then, the rival coach, a man whose job is to beat us on the field, looked at our organization and called us the ultimate class act. When your biggest competitor says that, you know you've done something that matters. The injured player? Stable. Moving all extremities. Recovering. And that's the most important news of all. But make no mistake, the way the Falcons handled it showed the soul of this franchise. That's the Falcon way. But here's the twist. While that moment revealed the heart of Atlanta, the very next morning revealed the brains of this team. Because while most of the football world was still talking about Friday night, our front office was already plotting the next big move. And then, boom. Saturday morning, while the rest of the league was still sleeping, the Falcons pulled the trigger on a signing that sent shockwaves across the NFL. A proven veteran. 7 years in the league. 84 career games. This isn't a rookie trying to survive training camp. This is a battle-tested warrior. 245 tackles. 6.5 sacks as a safety. 7 interceptions, 2 of them pick sixes. 25 pass breakups. This man is a walking highlight reel. And here's the chess move. Our defensive backs coach already knows him from their days together in Indianapolis. That's not luck. That's not random. That's strategic. Now, some fans might ask, but isn't our safety room already loaded? Exactly. That's the point. Our all-pro starter is locked in, but that second spot? That's where the fireworks start. Now we've got a veteran assassin, a hungry rookie, and a third-year player desperate to prove himself. Every practice just became a playoff-level battle. And when competition rises, so does the whole team. Friday night showed our character. Saturday morning showed our ambition. And when you put character and ambition together, you build a team that can go the distance. This signing doesn't just make us better, it makes us lethal. And doing it right before we face Tennessee? That's a message to the entire NFL. The Falcons aren't here to participate. We're here to dominate. Falcons Nation, how dangerous do you think our defense is now after this signing? Drop your rating from 1 to 10 in the comments. This is what separates ordinary teams from great ones. It's not just about talent, it's about having the class to handle the toughest moments with respect, and the hunger to never stop improving. Our front office saw a chance to make this team better, and they didn't hesitate. While other franchises are waiting, hoping, playing it safe, we're out here pulling the trigger on moves that change seasons. This is aggressive team building at its finest. And make no mistake, this new signing isn't just for headlines. In 2023, he was still out there making plays, forcing fumbles, and being the kind of defensive spark that swings momentum in a heartbeat. This isn't some worn-out veteran chasing one last paycheck. This is a battle-hardened player with fuel still in the tank and one mission: win football games. That's why Monday's practice is about to be fireworks. 3 straight days of intense reps before Friday's preseason clash, and now, with this new weapon in the mix, the safety room is going to feel like a war zone. Every snap will matter. Every rep will be a fight. You're going to see these guys flying around, breaking up passes, laying hits, and trying to prove they belong on that field when the real games start. The competition will be so fierce you can feel it in the stands. Falcons fans, what we've seen in the past 72 hours is exactly why this year is different. Friday night showed the heart of this organization. Saturday morning showed the ambition. And now? Now we've added even more depth to a defense that was already a nightmare for opponents. That's not just a good combination. That's championship DNA. Every quarterback in the NFC South just felt the pressure dial up. Every offensive coordinator in the conference is rewriting their game plan. Because with this move, the Atlanta Falcons didn't just get stronger, we got dangerous. Understand this, what's happening right now in Atlanta is special. We're not just building a roster, we're building a legacy. From the way we face adversity with dignity to the way we attack opportunities with aggression, this is how you win titles. This is how dynasties are born. Get ready, because this defense is about to choke the life out of offenses. This season, it's about to be legendary. And if you're not on board yet, you better get on board now. Because this train is leaving the station, and its destination is the playoffs. Falcons Nation, how confident are you in our defense right now? Rate it 1 to 10 in the comments, and let the rest of the NFL know where Atlanta stands.